Hello friends, welcome to Learners Planet. Friends, in this session I'm taking the questions from SBI PO 2015 prelims paper, and particularly in this session I'll be taking the questions from data interpretation section. So let's begin the session. Now this is the very first set of questions. Study the following table carefully and answer the questions given below it. So we have 5 questions based on this chart. So here, year 2010, 11, 12, number of students, total number of students in 4 different courses in a college, and total number of female students have been given. So definitely the difference between this and this will be number of male students or number of boys in this particular course, right? So here A, B, C, D 4 types of courses are there. So what we can do is if required, we can find out the difference initially and then proceed for the questions, or if you don't find it okay, what you can do is you just go through the question, and when it is required to find out the difference, to find out the number of boys, then just find it out to save the time, right? So in the very first question, what was the average number of boys studying in all 4 courses of the college in the year 2010? So 2010, we need to find out the number of boys, obviously. So need to find out the difference, and we can write the difference over here, and you should be very quick in this addition or subtraction. So here we have to subtract. So what you can do is just make it 400. So the difference is 440, then add 22. So 440 plus 22, 462, right? Similarly, it is 540. Just make it 700. So 500 and the remaining is 40. Similarly, just make it 400. So it is 552. 552 plus 58. Or then this is 360. 610. Now we have to find out the average of these 4 data. Now since the answer figures are closer to 500, what we can do is we can assume the average to be 500, and we find out the deviation. So it is minus 38. It is plus 40, it is plus 110, and that is minus 140. Okay. So this is positive 2, this is minus 30. So the total deviation is minus 28. So what we can do is minus 28 divided by 4, so it's minus 7. So 500 minus 7, 493 will be the average. Pretty simple. What was the average number of female students studying in all 4 courses of the college in the year 2012? So here the number of female students have been given. So we have to find out the average. Again, we'll just assume the figure to be maybe we can assume 550 or maybe 500, whatever. So suppose I assume 500. So it will be minus 68. It will be plus 250, it will be minus of 59, and it will be plus 25, right? So suppose it is 60, then 60, 68, 128, so instead 127. So 250 minus 127, so left with 123 plus 25, 128 divided by 4. I'm sorry, 148 divided by 4. 37. So it is 537. So your answer is 537. By what percentage approximately is the number of boys studying in all the 4 courses of the college in the year 2011 less than that of girls student studying in all 4 courses in the same year? So instead of finding out the number of boys in individual courses, what we can do is we can find out the total of all the 4 courses, total number of students in the all the 4 courses, and total number of girls in the 4 courses. The difference will be the total number of students, boys in all the 4 courses, right? So this is 0, then this is 2 and 6, 8, 8 and 2, 10, 10 and 9, 19, and 8, 27, and this is 3. It is 5, 6 and 6, 12 plus 5, 17, So difference will be number of boys. So what you can do is 3780, so I just make it 2180. So the calculation will be simple. 7 and 1 6 and 3 and 2 difference is 1. So 1600 approximately students and the girls are 2180. So this is the boys as a percentage of girls. Since we have to find out that but by what percent is the number of boys less, so we have to find out the difference, right? So 1600 and 2180, the difference is 580. Okay, and into 100. Now what? 58 twos are 116 and that twos are 232, right? So this will be almost 4 times, right? Bit less than 4 times. So if it is 4 times, then 100 by 4, 25. But this will be bit less than 4. So the calculation will be bit more than 25. So bit more than 25, we have option 26 over here, right? So pretty simple. No need to calculate the full value, the exact value, because you have been asked about the approximate value, right? I hope you are clear with the calculation. What is the difference between the number of girls studying in all 4 courses in year 2010 and that of boys studying in all 4 courses in the year 2011? So in 2011 we have already found out the difference, that is it was actually 75. So the difference should be 1600 and something 5. Okay. So that is this figure. Then number of girls in 2010. So that we have to find out the total of this. So it is 0, 7 and 7 14. Just carried over 1. 7 and 7 14 and 8. 14 and 8 22. 2 and 3 5 and 5 10 and 6 16 and 3 19. Right. So difference is 1600, that is 320, that is 315. Pretty simple. What is the respective ratio between the total number of boys in courses B and D together in 2010? Okay, and that of all students in courses A and D in 2012. Okay, boys in B and D in 2010. So B and D 2010, that is 540 plus 360, that is 5, 6, 7, 8 and 1, 9. So it is 900, and all the students in course A and D in 2012. So 2012 A and D, all the students, so that is 1500. So pretty simple. 3 3s are 3 5s are, the ratio is 3:5. Okay, so all the 5 questions we did very easily. Very simple questions have been asked. I hope you are clear with each question. Now we take the next set of questions. Number of projects handled by 2 companies in during 6 years. So we have company A and B. The triangular is company B. The square is the company A. Right. Take the first question. What is the average number of projects handled by company A during all the given years? Once again, we have the data closer to 400 or 375. But to make the calculation easy, we just take the average as 400, then see the deviation. Okay, so 400 is the average, so deviation is start from 190, it's minus 210, it is plus 50, then 350, that is minus 50, then this is minus of 130, then it is plus of 30, and then plus 170. Okay, so it's 50 and 50 is cancelled, then 170 and 3200, so it is minus 10, this and this minus 10, so precisely it is minus of 140. So average deviation is 140 by 6 and that too negative. So 6 2s are 12, 2 and 0, 6 3s are 18. So 2 by 6, or I can say 1 by 3. So just deduct 23, 1 by 3 from 400. So I deduct first of all 23, so I'll get 377, then 130, 1 by 3 still I have to deduct. So it will be 376, 2 by 3. It's the second option. Pretty simple. What is the respective ratio between the total number of projects handled by both companies in the year 2002 and 2003? Okay, so in 2002, we have this company B and A. In 2002, 4 and 2, 6 and 700, and we just have one answer closer to this 7. Then also just go for the cross verification. 2003, it is 5 and 3, 8 and 9. So that's 7:9. Pretty simple. A 30-second, 20-second question in fact. By what percent is the number of projects handled by company B in the year 2006 more than handled in the year 2002 by the same company? Okay, so we are talking about company B. So 2006 more than 2002. So 2002 company B, it is 250, and 2006 company B is this triangular one, so that is 440. So difference is 190. So I just put that in numerator into 100. It's 76%. Pretty simple. Always be careful since in this case you have to find out the percentage more in 2006 from year 2002, right? So you have to consider 2002 as the base. Okay, if at all you have to find out percentage less than 2006, then in that case you have to take the 2006 as the value of 2002, the value in year 2006 as base. Okay, in this particular question you are asked by what percent is the number of projects handled by company B in year 2006 more than in year 2002. So you have to consider the base as 2002. Okay, so just do not make mistake. Instead of 250, do not write 440. Okay. Okay, what is the average number of projects handled by company B during the given year? So B, once again, will go for the base as maybe if we can take 400. Once again, the answer options are closer to that, and just see the deviation. So it is minus 50. And it is minus 150, it is plus 150, then it is minus 80, then it is minus 20, and this is plus 40. So 150 is cancelled, then 80 and 20, this is 100, 150, and minus 150 plus 40, that means minus 110. So 110 negative deviation divided by 6. So 6, 1, then 5, 0, 6, 8, 48, 2 by 6. So that is 1 by 3. So just deduct 18, 1 by 3 from 400. So 400 minus 18, that will be 382, and further we have to deduct 1 by 3. So that is 381, 2 by 3. Okay. So your answer is option 1, 381, 2 by 3. What is the difference between the total number of projects handled by company A and company B in the year 2001, 2003 and 2006 taken together? So what you can do, you can find out the difference between A and B for individual years and then add the value, right? So but you have to be careful for negative and positive signs. Suppose you are deducting B from A, that means you are performing A minus B. Then if you get the value of B if more than A, then you have to put up the negative sign. So that should be cleared in your mind. Okay, so what I do, I subtract A from B. Okay, for year 2001, so A from B, if I subtract 350 and 190, so that is 160, but it will be minus 160. Okay, then year 2003, so further it will be negative, so it is minus 200. Then 2006, A and B, A is 570 and B is 440, so it will be 130, but it will be positive in this case. Okay, otherwise you will end up making mistake. Okay, so if at all you are performing A minus B, then deduct A and B, deduct B from A, and if you are getting the negative value, just mark the negative sign. Okay, so minus 160 plus 130, that is minus 30, minus 30 minus 200, so it is minus 230. Your answer is option 2. Okay, I hope you are clear with this. Alternatively, what you can do is 2001, 3 and 6, you can add up the data, right? 2001, 2000, then 3 and 2006. So that is this. Okay, for A and B. So 2001, 2003 and 2006. Okay, so that will be one extra calculation for you, and if you wish to save your time, then you should go this way, right? The only thing you need to be careful is the sign of positive and negative. Since you have to find out the difference, the absolute answer will be positive definitely, because it has not been told that you deduct a B from A or A from B. You just have to find out the difference. But sometimes what is happening, B is more than A, sometimes A is more than B. Okay, so you have to be careful for these signs, right? So if at all you go this way, right, you add up all A's and then deduct all B's, you'll be getting the same answer, but the value of the total value of B will be more than that of A, right? So all the 5 questions of this set we have done. All the 5 questions were very easy. All the 5 questions should not take more than 3 to 4 minutes. So I got just 10 questions from data interpretation section from the paper, so I solved all of them, and I hope you are clear with all the questions. And we'll have a separate session for aptitude, for reasoning, and the other parts of the paper. I'll see you in the next session once again. Bye bye.